Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome back to a brand new episode of Endless Survival, our vanilla survival series. Last episode we built up that starter house over there and it looks really kind of ugly. And I like that about it. It looks unique and just different to something that you don't see a lot here on YouTube. And I just wanted to go with it. I wanted to mix something up. I wanted to take the ball and see how far I could run with it. And I really do like what it turned out. This is probably going to be the ugly duckling village. But yeah, we had a skeleton spawn up here. I had to take that out, so that's good. Now, my schedule is a little bit busy at the minute. I've had a big rummage around my office. I've threw some things out, reorganized it all. So I've been a little bit busy, so I don't have too much time for episodes. So today what I want to do is I want to captivate that time. And what I want to do is I want to create an AFK fish farm. And the reason I want to do this is because, well, one, we could do with some really good tools. We've got stone tools. We need to go up to iron. We also need to get ourselves iron tools. We also need to get ourselves some diamonds. That's what I was trying to say before I went on to, we need to get iron tools. We need to get diamonds so we can get to diamond tools. So we can start getting up there with these. Now, there are a few ways that we could go about that. I've actually got the iron for iron tools here. So I think what I want to do is I want to do probably about an half an hour mining session. Our mine is over here. I want to go down there, I want to do some mining, see if I can find myself some diamonds, do all of that. But then I want to move on to the AFK Fish Farm, because like I said, I don't have a lot of time for an episode today. I've got about 2 hours, so it's a fair amount of time. But it's not as much as I'd like to have for one episode. So what I want to do is I want to spend a bit of that time sort of getting some resources together, or resources as Mumbo says. I love the way he says that. But yeah, I want to spend some time getting those together because we're obviously going to need some food. We're going to need some other resources. I still want to build it in this style. But I want to build it a little bit different to how I built them in the past. I'm still going to use the same design. But the main reason and the big reason that I want to do this, like I said, is because one, time. Don't have that much time. It'd be nice to put it on overnight. I know I'm busy tomorrow until tomorrow evening. So it'll also be nice to have it just running sort of most of tomorrow while I'm, doing other stuff. And the second reason is because sooner rather than later, we're going to be updating this world to 1.16, which absolutely breaks the AFK fish farm. We lose the ability to actually do AFK fishing in the way that we know it. And, I've seen it touted as quite possibly the death of the AFK fish farm. I don't know if I've actually got game sound picking up. I'll fix that for the next clip if I don't. But some people are touting it to be the death of the AFK fish farm. That, the community won't be able to do this. Have finally patched it, finally broken it. But then there's other people saying that, yeah, they will. The community will always find a way to AFK fish. And I'm of that belief. I believe that we definitely will find a way to AFK fish. But what I do think is that it's not going to be as compact and as simple as it is at the moment. It's definitely going to be more difficult than it is currently. Let's pop these away and these away. Actually, I'm going to take 16 of those and I'm going to take a bit of wood just so that I can make myself some sticks. So just because of the fact that it's not going to be compact in the future, there's going to be a bit more of a hassle. I think it'd be nice to set that up now, and this is the perfect time to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend about a half an hour down here mining, seeing what I can gather up, and then I'll come back to you. Welcome back, folks. And as it turns out, I actually didn't have game audio in there. So I've just sort of reorganized my office over the past couple of days. We have a guard outside. Oh geez, we have 2 guards. Well, this could have certainly gone better. But anyway, this is what I've managed to get from the mining session. So quite a bit of redstone. We got some cobble. I was mining purely with stone tools, apart from the ores, which I mined with an iron pickaxe. So we didn't get to do much mining. I did about 25 minutes of the half an hour mining before I completely filled up my inventory and decided to come back and call it there. I did find diamonds, but I wanted to mine the first diamonds of the series. I wish they'd do something about that when you hold right click to eat. Jeez, that creeper. You know, you place torches. It's so annoying. Okay. We don't want to... Yeah, cool. Creeper can just hang out. So let's go buy these diamonds. I like to mine the first set of diamonds on camera of a series. It just, you know, it's something special. You always used to be something special getting the diamonds in Minecraft. I know nowadays it's not as special as it once was, but for me, I just kind of like doing it. And I normally do a mining / caving episode where we sort of go caving and mining. And it's usually episode 2 in a series because I feel that's when we need to go and get some resources, and it just sort of like helps out. But I don't know if I'm going to do that in this series. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I want to just kind of avoid that. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose other than being just an easy and simple episode to record. You know, sit down for a couple of hours and do a bit of mining, you know. But it really isn't interesting. I'm really trying to grow the channel, so I probably have to stick to more interesting content. So I found diamonds almost down every little branch that we went down. These are the first ones. I think there's 8 here if I remember rightly. Sorry, there's 4 here, which is... Of course it breaks. Which is about how many I need. I know a lot of people go for the 5, so you get a diamond pick, and then you have 2 for the enchanting table. But we're going to be going down the road of a fishing farm. So we don't really need 5. 4's good enough, but you know, whether we'll get fortune or not, I don't know. And I'd really like to have fortune to mine the rest of them, but I will show you them. Here we are. There's this 5 stack here. I think there's actually some more down here. I'm not sure actually. I did find quite a few diamonds. Yeah, I thought there was some more down here. It's also down this side. So I'll show you how I do my mining and what I like to do. I used to do it differently to what I've done this time. You know, I watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers and streamers, and I pick up a lot of hints and tips from a lot of them that's out there. So what I like to do is I like to do mine 3 blocks apart. So there would normally be this here, but we run into that issue. So there's no hole there. But as you can see, 3, then 1, then 3. Some people do these 3 tall. I don't. I probably will do once I've got a diamond enchanted pick, but for now, 2's fine. And we're at Y level. Oops, that's the wrong one. We're at Y level 6, which is a lot lower than a lot of people go. A lot of people tend to go to like 11 and 10. But my plan here is to have this here. Then we'd have this going up, and then we do more of these above it at that level. So we're both mining down here at Y level 6, and then we're mining at roughly Y level 10, 11 up there. One, and this roof would go up much higher. I can't push it much higher at the minute because we've got this here, this water, and I sort of need to deal with that. You can have skeletons and mobs, and it's just crazy, and I don't want to deal with that. But what I like to do is I like to when I go up one, as we've got so let's do this as you can see a lot better. As we've got one here and one here, I'll probably put the one up there like that. So it goes in between those two, and then the next one on this side would be like that. But this would be a bit further and a bit higher up than what it currently is. But that's just the idea. I know there's redstone there, but I barely ever use redstone, and I'll be lucky if I use what I've got at the minute. So that's how I like to do it, because you see, diamonds, you'll get 1 diamond ore like that spawn per chunk. And is it Shift and F8 for chunk boundaries? No. I clearly don't know what the chunk boundaries command is in vanilla, but I do know it in modded. So anyway, you usually get 1 vein of diamond per chunk, and that could be anywhere below Y16. So if we're already mining at Y6, we're missing out on all the possibilities up there. And again, you know, we can see that there's some there which might be the one that's in this chunk. You know, we might not have found the one that's in this chunk yet, and then there'd be some up there. So that's why I like to do it like that. And obviously, the reason that I do 3, some people do 2. You know, some people go, oh, 2's a magical number because ores, that way you can see every block. Because if we go here, you know, we can't see anything that's in this block. We can't see anything that's in this block right here. You know, but as you can see, there's literally nothing that I've missed. You know? It just, by the way, I've not missed any ores here. Because it's very, very, very rare that in Minecraft you'll get ore generate in just one piece. It will always generate usually in 2 blocks, like this. You know, we've got 2 touching here. I might do 2 diagonally. And if it does 2, then no matter where it does 2, if we say it generates 1 here, no matter where it generates that second ore, we're going to see that second ore unless it generates it right on top. But again, the chances of that are very, very slim and very, very small. And even if there is 2 blocks of diamond here, the time that I spent, I've done what, 1, 2, 3, I've done 5 passageways. I would have had to do 5, 6, 7. I'd probably done 8 or 9, double the passageways to find maybe 2 diamond. But I wouldn't have been able to do that much. I only had enough time to do enough durability and inventory space to do 5. So if I'd have done 5 here, I wouldn't have found those diamonds. I would have been down there and found those resources. So that's the way that I like to do it. Yeah, you don't get every single resource. You'll miss the odd one here and there. But for the amount that you miss, it's really negligible. It really is, in my opinion. But I want to stress this. I want to stress this quite importantly, though. If you are the kind of person that strips mines like this every 2 blocks, right? Just because I'm saying that I don't do it because I miss this one doesn't mean that you should. You know, you play Minecraft how you want to play. If you feel that you need to mine this middle block, or you feel better doing your own every 2 blocks, then by all means go ahead and do that. You know, don't let anybody tell you that my way is the right way and your way is the wrong way. No, this is the right way for me. And whichever way that you enjoy doing it and the way that you do it is the right way for you. What works for one player isn't necessarily the right way for the other player. And that brings me to the eternal question, should you play Minecraft in survival or creative? Is creative cheating? A lot of people call creative cheating, and the truth is no. It's a game mode. It's there. You're not hacking the game. You're not breaking the game. It's there to be played. You know, I play in creative when I'm trialing builds. There's a skeleton there shooting at us, and I'm very much a believer that as long as the way that you play the game isn't affecting anybody else that's playing it. You know, if you were to come into my survival world and you wanted to play in creative, that's going to affect the way that I'm playing it in here. You know, I'm building in survival, you're building in creative, it kind of destroys the world. So, as long as what you're doing doesn't affect the other players that you're playing with, you know, if you have your single player world's creative, then that's perfectly good. You know, because at the end of the day, a game is made to be played the way that you enjoy playing it, not the way that your friend enjoys playing it, the way that you enjoy playing it. You know, I enjoy playing Minecraft pretty much exclusively here in survival. But I've got a friend who barely ever plays in survival. Like, the only time he ever plays in survival is when he plays with me, you know. Other than that, he's pure creative. And that's because, yeah, that's how he has fun. He doesn't like going out and gathering resources, you know. Minecraft's a game that he plays for a little bit of fun here and there. It's not a game that he wants to build an entire world in like I do, you know. So I'm very much a firm believer that a game is meant to be played the way that you enjoy playing it, you know. But yeah, anyway, we need to get on with this AFK Fish Farm. We're about 15 minutes into this farm. So I'm going to gather some resources for this. I think I want to kind of put it like over here. Yeah, I kind of want to put it here. I want to push this back a little bit. But yeah, so let me get some resources gathered and I'll be back with you. Welcome on back, folks. And I think I've been a bit of an idiot. I've been building this fish farm and I don't have any string. So I can't make a fishing rod. But that's alright. I've actually not got enough time to finish it today anyway. But this is how far I've managed to get. We've pretty much finished the outside. I am going to add some windows into this. And I am going to finish this off. We'll actually do this bit together. But there's a big piece on the inside that I haven't been able to finish today. But that's alright. These episodes are every other day. And then in between these episodes, these vanilla episodes, we have the modded episodes. So I'll have time to finish off what I need to finish off tomorrow, definitely. Just not today, unfortunately. It's like 9 o'clock at night. It's quite late. I know 9 o'clock isn't all that late for most people, but I still have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done tonight, and I'm probably looking at about 11 o'clock bedtime. So I did make a small mistake when making this, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because I kind of like it. You see here, at the sides, we only have it 1 block tall, like a half block. Here, it's 1.5 blocks, which is perfectly fine. I put a little bit of a roof there. I know those don't match up, but that's okay. The reason I'm keeping it 1 block tall is because this is more of an important building. You know, this is a fish farm. This is going to be an important building. We only have the one, and it's right there, the windows. Now, I recently watched an episode of Whip, or Whip, depending on how you want to say that. I know some people say Whip. He says Whip himself. But let's just not put windows there. And he says that he's actively trying not to add windows to his builds all the time, because when you've got a wall, you just stick a window in the middle. And it's true, you really do. I'm not going to worry too much about trying to follow suit, because I'm not much of a copycat. I don't really feel like copycatting. And the windows kind of work here, but it's definitely something that I may utilize in the future. I think it could be really interesting to sort of see what we can do by using minimal windows. It would be kind of fun. But I still want to keep adding them for the time being. Now, I'll show you the bit that I couldn't get done. Let's go and grab this. First of all, I've got the fish farm itself in place. The only thing I haven't got is the collection facility. So if we go ahead and we pop this, there basically, you hold right click on there. You shouldn't be stood in there. But the bobber will go on here. I'll lift that trap door up, and then you just keep holding right click on this, and it will fish in here. So as far as I know, this still works in 15.2. In 1.15.2. I don't think they've patched that out yet. I don't think it's still the 1.7. The 1.16 update that they're actually going to patch that out. I think for now, it's still going to work. It may actually be patched out, but I'm kind of hoping not. So this is kind of the. Why can't I move backwards? Jeez. That actually go the way I wanted it to. Yes, so that used up all of it. This is sort of the storage system going either side. Now usually I build this in like a plus shape, where this is here and you have the storage either side, but this time I wanted to do something a little bit differently. I wanted to change what I usually do, and that's something I'm really actively trying to do in this series, is just be different to the way that I usually am within Minecraft. You know, we all tend to just feel comfortable in a way, and we end up sticking to what we feel comfortable with, not really branching out too much, and I'm definitely guilty of that. So I definitely want to branch out a little bit. But there is a couple of things that I actually want to do with you guys on camera. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this. And I came back here for something, but I can't remember what it was now. It wasn't any more chests, because I don't have enough wood for that. Huh. Oh yeah, that was it. It was a door, because I don't have a door on it. We're using these Acacia doors just because I don't have anything else. I'm not really a big fan of these Acacia doors, but we'll use what we've got as we've got it. So let's pop that there. The thing that I want to do is I just want to sort of change up the floor a little bit, because it's all sort of one color, and I do definitely want it to be this color, but I certainly want it to be a little bit different as well. And there's the argument that sometimes you can use slabs, sometimes not to use slabs. The first thing that I want to add in is some Acacia logs, like so, and then I want to strip them, just so it sort of adds in that pattern. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just add in a couple of other bits of Acacia wood. This one up like this. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to strip this or not. We'll see how it looks when it's here. Yeah, definitely don't like that. That feels way too like planned. But I definitely am going to strip it. I don't like it non-stripped. Like, so we can move these two around. And this is something that I do in Minecraft. When I don't like something, I change it. So let's just try stripping that and see how that looks. That just breaks up the floor a little bit, makes it look a little bit thingy. We could possibly even use one in here. I think I'm going to do one of those ones just to break it up, and that's fine. That's fine. That works. But I'm kind of happy with how this looks. And then this obviously is our fish farm. But the bit that I've not done is the collection facility. If we look down here, you know, We're going to have hoppers feeding into these chests. These hoppers will continue to go down and into the chest. Right now, I've just got 2 chests here, and I need to obviously work on that collection facility a little bit. So I need to dig all of that out, and that's going to take me a bit of time, and I don't have the time today to dig straight down for a bit, nor do I have the time today to go and get the wood that needed to do these chests. Unfortunately, I've just been real busy today, so I haven't had much time, and I've tried to do what I can, and you know, I said I was going to play for 2 hours. I've played for at this point I've played for nearly 2.5 hours, so yeah, I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like and click subscribe if you want to see more from me, guys. I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.